play is called Our Town. It's written by Thornton Wilder, produced by CSN Theater Company, directed by Adrian Shoker. In this play, you will see Ms. Parker, Mr. James, Ms. Jones, Mr. Martello, Ms. Gibson, Mr. Schaefer, and many others. The name of our town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire. Just across the Massachusetts state line. Latitude 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude 70 degrees, 37 minutes. The first act is about a day in our town. That date is May 7th, 1901. The time is just before dawn. The sky is beginning to show some streaks of light over in the east there, behind our mountain. The morning star always gets wonderful bright the minute before it has to go, doesn't it? Well, I better show you how our town lies. This is Main Street. The railway station is way back that way. Tracks go this way. Polish families across the tracks, and some Canuck families. Over here is the Congregational Church. Across the street, the Presbyterian. The Methodist and the Unitarian are over there. The Baptist is down in the hollow by the river. The Catholic Church is well beyond the tracks. Over here, we have our town hall and post office combined. Jail's in the basement. Brian once made his speech from these very steps here. Along here is a row of stores. Hitching posts and horse blocks in front of them. The first automobile is going to come along in about 5 years. Belonged to banker Cartwright, our richest citizen. He lives in a big white house up on the hill. Over here is our grocery store, and here's Mr. Morgan's drugstore. Everybody in town manages to get a look inside these two stores once a day. Public school is over yonder. High school is still farther over. 8:45 mornings, noon times, and 3 o'clock afternoons. The whole town can hear the yelling and screaming coming from those courtyards. This is our doctor's house, Doc Gibbs. This is the back door. This is some scenery for those who feel they need to have scenery. This is Gibbs' garden. Corn, peas, beans, hollyhock, heliotrope, and thank you.
You're welcome.
And a lot of burdick. Back in our day, we got the newspaper twice a week, the Grover's Corners Sentinel. And this is Editor Webb's house. And this is Mrs. Webb's garden, just like Mrs. Gibbs, only it's got a few more sunflowers as well. This here's a big butternut tree. Nice town, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody really important ever come out of it as far as we know. The earliest dates on the tombstones and the cemetery on the hill say 1670 to 1680. They're Grovers, Cartwrights, Gibbses, Hershey's. Same names as are around here now. Well, as I said, it's before dawn. The only lights out in the town are in a cottage by the tracks, where a Polish mother's just had twins. And at the Joe Crow house, where Joe Jr. is getting up so as to deliver the paper. And at the depot, where Shorty Hawkins is getting ready to flag down the 545 for Boston. Actually, it's Along the countryside, there have been lights on for some time now, but the town people sleep late. So, another day's begun. Here comes that kid coming down Main Street now, coming back from that baby case. And there's his wife coming downstairs to make breakfast. Doc Gibbs died in 1930. The new hospital is named after him. Mrs. Gibbs died first, a long time ago in fact. She went out to visit her daughter Rebecca, who married an insurance man in Canton, Ohio, and died there. Pneumonia. But her body was brought back here. She's buried there in the cemetery right now, in with a whole mess of Gibbses and Herseys. She was Julia Hersey before she married Doc Gibbs from the Congregational Church over there. In our town, we like to know the facts about everybody. And there comes Mrs. Webb, downstairs to make breakfast as well. There's Doc Gibbs. He got that call at 1:30 this morning. And here comes Joe Crawl Jr. delivering Mrs. Webb's settlement.
Good morning, Doc.
Morning, Joe.
Somebody get sick, Doc?
No, just some twins born over in Polish Town.
You want your paper now?
Well, yes, I'll take it. Anything serious going on in the world since Wednesday?
Yes, sir. Our school teacher, Miss Foster's getting there to fell over Concord.
I declare. How do you boys feel about that?
Well, none of my business. And I think if a person were to be a teacher, he would stay one.
How's your knee, Joe?
Fine, Doc. I never think about it at all. Just like you said, it always tells you when it's gonna rain.
Well, what's it telling you today? Gonna rain?
No, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Me ever make a mistake?
No, sir.
Let me tell you a little bit about Joe Crowell here. Joe was awful bright. Graduated from the high school here, head of his class. So he got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech. Graduated head of his class there too. Was written up in the Boston papers and everything. Was going to be a real great engineer, Joe was. Then the war broke out. And he died in France. All that education for nothing.
Get up, Bessie. What's the matter with you today?
Here comes Howie Newsom, delivering the bill.
Well, morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Somebody sick?
A pair of twins over to Mrs. Gorislowski's.
Twins, eh? Well, this town keeps getting bigger every year.
Yeah. Gonna rain, Howie?
Oh, no. Fine day. That'll burn through. Whoa. Bessie.
Hello, Bessie. How old is she, Howie?
Going on 17. This is all mixed up about the route ever since the Lockhart stopped taking their quart of milk every day. She wants to leave them a quart just the same. She scolded me the whole trip.
Oh, good morning, Howie.
Morning, Mrs. Gibbs. I think the Doc's just coming down the street.
Oh, is he? Seems like you're late today.
Oh, yeah, something went wrong with the separator. Don't know what it was. Oh, Doc.
Howie.
Children, time to get up.
All right, come on, Bessie.
George, back up. Oh, everything all right, Frank?
Yes, I declare. Easy as kittens.
They will be ready in a minute. Sit down and I'll get the coffee. You didn't have a couple hours sleep this morning, can't you?
Miss Wentworth's coming at 11. I guess I know what it's about, too. Her stomach ain't what it ought to be.
All told, you won't get more than 3 hours sleep, Frank. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I do wish I could get you to go away someplace and take a real trip. I think it would do you some good.
Emily, time to get up. Wally, 7 o'clock.
I declare you've got to speak to George. Seems like something's come over him lately. He's no help to me at all. I can't even get him to cut me some wood.
Is he sassy to you?
No, he just whines. All he thinks about is that baseball. George, Rebecca, you'll be late for school. George!
George, look sharp. Yes, Pa. Don't you hear your mother calling you? Well, I guess I'll go upstairs and get those 40 minutes.
Wally, Emily, you'll be late for school. Wally, you should be sure to wash up real good, or I'll come up there and do it for you. Mama, what dress should I wear?
Oh, now don't make a noise. Your father's been out all night and needs his sleep. I washed and ironed the blue gingham for you special.
Mom, I hate that dress.
Oh, hush up with you, Rebecca.
Every day I go to school, dressed like a sick turd.
Rebecca, you always look very nice.
Mom, you're always going to throw it at me.
I will come up there and slap both of you, that's what I'll do.
We got a factory in our town too. Hear it? The Cartwrights bought it, and it brought them a fortune.
Now, children, I won't have it. Breakfast is as good a meal as any other, and I will not have you gobbling like wolves. It'll stunt your growth, and that's a fact. Wally, put that book away.
Oh, by 10 o'clock, I don't know all about Canada.
You know the rules as well as I do. No book at table. For me, I'd rather have my children healthy than bright.
I'm both, Mama. You know I am. I'm the brightest girl at my school for my age. I have a wonderful memory.
Eat your breakfast.
Yeah, I'm grade 2. When I'm looking at my stamp collection.
I will speak to your father about it when he's rested. Seems to me 25 cents a week's enough for a boy your age. I declare I don't know how you spend it all.
Oh, Mom, I got a lot of things to buy.
Government phosphates, that's what you spend it on.
I don't see how Rebecca comes to have so much money. She has more than $1.
I've been saving up gradual.
Well, dear, I think it's a good idea to spend some every now and then.
Mama, do you know what I love most in the world? Do you? Money.
Breakfast.
Come on, for some. Okay, you can walk fast, but don't run. Wally, pull up your pants at the knees. Emily, stand up straight.
Thomas Foster accepted my best congratulations. Remember?
Yes, well.
Look real nice, Rebecca. Take out your feet. Something because if I don't tell somebody, I'll burst.
What truly it
Here,
gives.
give me more of those beans. Myrtle, did one of those secondhand furniture men from Boston come see you last Friday?
No.
Well, he called on me. First, I thought he was a patient and wanted to see Dr. Gibbs, and he worked his way into my parlor. Myrtle Webb, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highboy as I'm sitting here.
Julia, yes.
He did, that old thing. Why, it was so big I didn't know where to put it. I nearly give it to Cousin Esther Wilcox.
Well, you're gonna take it, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. $350. What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the doctor to take the money and go away someplace on a real trip, I'd sell it like that. Ugh, Myrtle, it's been the dream of my life to see Paris, France. Oh, I know it sounds crazy, I suppose, but for years I've been promising myself that if we ever had the chance, we would just go.
How does the doctor feel about it?
Well, I did beat about the bush a little, and I told him, I said if I got a legacy, that's how I put it, I would make him take me somewhere.
What did he say?
Oh, you know him, never a serious word out of him since I've known him. No, he said, best not, might make him discontented with Grover's quarters to go traipsing about Europe. Better leave well enough alone, he says. Every 2 years, he makes a trip to the battlefields of the Civil War, and that's true enough for anyone, he says.
Well, Mr. Webb just admires the way Dr. Gibbs knows everything about the Civil War. Mr. Webb's a good mind to give up Napoleon and move over to the Civil War. Only Dr. Gibbs, being one of the greatest experts in the country, gives him such despair.
It's a fact. Dr. Gibbs is never so happy as when he's at Antietam or Gettysburg. Oh, Myrtle, the times I have walked those hills, stopping at every bush, pacing it all out like we were going to buy it.
Well, if that second-hand man's serious about buying it, Julia, you sell it. And then you'll get to go to Paris, all right. You just keep dropping hints every now and then. That's how I got to go see the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Only it seems to me that once in your life before you die, you ought to see a country where they don't even talk in English, and they don't even want to.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Now we're going to skip a few hours. But first, we want to get a little more information about the town. Sort of a scientific account, you might say. So I've asked Professor Willard of our state university to stitch in a few details about our past history here. Is Professor Willard here? May I present Professor Willard of our state university. Brief notes, thank you, Professor. Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Grover's Corners, let me see. Grover's Corners lies on the old plasticine granite of the Appalachian Range. I may say it's some of the oldest land in the world. We're very proud of that. A shelf of Devonian basalt crosses it with the vestiges of Mesozoic shell and some sandstone outcroppings, but that's all the more recent, some 200, 300 million years ago. I may say some highly interesting fossils have been found. You can say unique fossils 2 miles out of town inside of Peckman's cow pasture. They can be seen at the museum at our university at any time. That is, at any reasonable time. You want to hear Professor Gruber's notes on the meteorological situation, mean precipitation, etc.
Afraid we don't have time for that, Professor. We might have a few words about the history of man here.
Yes, anthropological data. Early Amerindian stock, Cotabato tribes, no evidence before the 10th century of this era. Not entirely so here. Possible traces of 3 families. Early migration of the 10th century, early brachiocephalic blue-eyed stock, for the most part. Since then, some Slavic Mediterranean.
And the population, Professor.
Within the top limits, 2,640.
Just a moment, Professor.
The population at the current moment is 2,640. 2. The postal district brings in 507 more, making a total of 3,149. Mortality and birth rates, constant. Finding Pearson's gauge at 6.032.
Thank you very much, Professor Willard. We are all much obliged to you, I'm sure.
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
This way, Professor, and thank you again. And now for our social and political report. Editor Webb. Oh, Mr. Webb.
He'll be here in just a minute. He just cut his hand while he was eating an apple.
Thank you, Mrs. Webb.
Charles, everybody's waiting.
Mr. Webb is the publisher and editor of the Grover's Corner Sentinel. That's our local paper, you know.
Well, I don't have to tell you that we're run here by a board of selectmen. All males vote at the age of 21. Women vote indirect. We're lower middle class, sprinkling of professional males, 10% illiterate laborers. Politically, we are 86% Republicans, 6% Democrat, 4% Socialist, the rest indifferent. Religiously, we are 85% Protestant, 12% Catholic, the rest indifferent.
Have you any comment, Mr. Webb?
Yes, a very ordinary town, if you ask me. A little better behaved than most. Probably a lot duller. That's okay, our young folks seem to like it well enough. 90% of them, after graduating high school, stay right here, even if they've been away to college.
Does anybody in the audience have a question for Editor Webb about the town?
Is so much drinking in Grover's Corner?
Well, sir, I don't know exactly what you consider much. Saturday nights, the farmhands go to Pellegrino's stable and holler some. We got one or two town drunks, but they're always having remorses every time an evangelist comes to town. No, sir, I'd say liquor ain't a regular thing in the home here, except for the medicine chest. Always good for a snake bite, you know. Always was.
Is there no one in this town that's
I'm
aware
sorry,
of...
sir. Can you come forward? We can't hear you. What were you saying?
Is there no one in this town who's aware of social injustice and the industrial inequality?
Yes, everybody is. Seems like all we do is talk about who's rich and who's poor.
Well, why don't you do something about it?
Well, I don't know. I guess we're all hunting for ways the diligent and sensible can rise to the top and the lazy and quarrelsome can sink to the bottom. But that ain't easy to find. Meanwhile, we do all we can to help those who can't help themselves. And those who can, we leave alone. Are there any other questions?
Mr. Webb, is there any culture or local beauty in Grover's Corners?
No, ma'am, there's not a lot of culture here. Not in the sense that you mean. Come to think of it, we've got two girls that play piano at high school commencement, but they ain't happy about it. No, ma'am, there's just not a lot of culture. But this is a good chance to let you know we've got interests of a different kind here. We enjoy the sun coming up over the mountains in the morning. We certainly do like the birds. We pay a lot of attention to that. Oh, and the change of seasons. We all know those. But other than that, ma'am, not much. Robinson Crusoe in the Bible, and Handel's Largo, we all know those. And Whistler's Mother. But I'm afraid that's pretty much it.
So I thought, thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Now we're going to go back to the town. It's early afternoon and all 2,642 have been fed and all the dishes have been washed. There's an early afternoon calm in our town, a buzzing and a humming coming from the school buildings. Not too many buggies on Main Street. Horses dozing at the hitching posts. You remember how it was. Doc Gibbs up in the office, tapping on people and making them say, ah. There's Mr. Webb mowing his lawn over there. 1 in 10 men feel that it's a privilege to push their own lawnmower. No, sir? It's later than I thought. Here come the children coming home from school already.
I can't, Lois. I gotta go home and help my mother. I promised.
Emily, walk simply. Who do you think you are today?
Poppy, you're terrible. 1 minute you're telling me to stand up straight, and the next minute you're calling me names. I just don't listen to you.
Golly, never got a kiss from such a great lady before.
Oh, awfully sorry, Mrs. Forrest. class.
Well, I was really ready to make a speech about the Monroe Doctrine, but at last minute, Miss Corcoran made me talk about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on both of them.
Gee, it's funny, Emily, from my window up there, I can just see your head nights when you're doing your homework over in your room.
Can you?
You certainly do stick to it, Emily. I don't see how you can sit still that long. I guess you like school.
I always feel it's something you have to go through.
Yeah.
I don't mind it really. Pass the time.
Yeah. Emily, what do you think? We might work out a kind of telegraph from your window to mine, and once in a while you could give me a kind of hint or two about one of those algebra problems. I don't mean the answers, Emily. Of course not. Just some little hints.
I think hints are allowed. So, you get stuck, George. You whistle to me. Give you some hints.
Emily, you're just naturally bright, I guess.
I figure that's just the way a person's born.
Yeah. Oh, but you see, I want to be a farmer, and my Uncle Luke says that whenever I'm ready, I can come over and work on his farm, and if I'm any good, I can just gradually have it.
You mean the house and everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, thanks. I better be getting back to the baseball field. Thanks for the talk, Emily. Good afternoon, Mrs. Webb.
Good afternoon, George.
So long, Emily.
So long, George.
Emily, come and sit with me and string some of these beans for the winter. My George Gibbs let himself have a real conversation, didn't he? He's growing up. How old are you?
I don't know.
Well, let's see. He must be about 16.
Mama, I made a speech in class today and I was very good.
You must recite it for your father at supper tonight. What was it about?
The Louisiana Purchase. It was like silk off a spool. I'm going to make speeches my whole life. Mama, is this big enough?
Try to make them a little bit bigger if you can.
Mama, will you answer me a question? Serious?
Seriously, dear, not serious.
Seriously. Really?
Of course I will.
Mama, am I good looking?
Of course you are. All of my children have got good features. I would be ashamed if they hadn't.
Mama, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, am I pretty?
I already told you. Now that's enough of that. You have a nice, pretty young face. Never heard such foolishness.
Mama, you never tell us the truth about anything.
I am telling you the truth.
Mama, were you pretty?
Why, yes, I was. If I do say it myself. I was the prettiest girl in town, next to Mammy Cartwright.
But Mama, you've got to say something about me. Am I pretty enough to get anybody, to get someone interested in me?
Emily, you make me tired. Now stop it. You are pretty enough for all normal purposes. Come along and get that bowl and bring it inside.
Oh, Mama, you don't help at all.
Thank you, thank you. That'll do. We have to interrupt again. Thank you, Mrs. Webb, thank you, Emily. I think it's a good time to tell you that the Grover's Corners interests have just begun building a bank in Grover's Corners. The Cartwright interests have just begun building a bank in Grover's Corners. I had to go to Vermont for the marble, sorry to say. But they asked a friend of mine what to put in the cornerstone for the people to dig up 1,000 years from now. Of course, we're going to put in the New York Times and a copy of Mr. Webb's Sentinel. We're awfully interested in this because a couple of scientific fellas have figured out how to paint all that reading matter with a glue. A silicate glue that'll make it keep 1,000, 2,000 years. We're putting in the Bible and the Constitution of the United States and a copy of William Shakespeare's plays. What do you say, folks? What do you think? You know, Babylon had almost 2 million people in it. But all we know about them is the names of the kings and copies of the wheat contracts and contracts for sale of slaves. But every night, the family would sit down for supper. The father would come in from work, the smoke would go up the chimney, same as here. And in Greece and Rome, the only thing we really knew about the real people was what we could piece together from the joking poems and the comedies that they wrote in the theater back then. So, I'm going to put a copy of this play into the cornerstone for the people to dig up. So when they do it 1,000 years from now, they'll know a few more facts about us. A lot more than the Limburg flight or the Treaty of Versailles. See what I mean? So, people, 1,000 years from now, this is the way we were in the provinces north of New York at the beginning of the 20th century. This is the way we were in our marrying, in our growing up, and in our living, and in our dying. Well, it's later than I thought. It's evening. You can hear the choir practice going on in the Congregational Church. The children are at home doing their schoolwork. The day is running down like a tired clock.
So look here, everybody. Music comes into this world to give pleasure. Again from the top.
Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love, the fellowship of kindred minds is like to that above.
Softer! Get it out of your heads that music's only good when it's loud. You leave loudness to the Methodists! You couldn't beat them even if you wanted to. Now again, tennis.
Emily.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't work at all, but moonlight's so terrible.
Emily, did you get the third problem?
Which?
The third?
Why, yes, George, but it's the easiest of all.
Oh, Emily, I don't see it. Can you give me a hint?
I'll tell you one thing. The answer's in yards.
In yards? How do you mean?
In square yards.
Oh, in square yards.
Yes, George, don't you see?
Yeah.
In square yards of wallpaper.
Wallpaper? Oh, I see. Thanks a lot, Emily.
You're welcome. My eyes and moonlight terrible. Choir practice going on. Making you hold your breath in the gift train all the way to concert. Here.
What do you know?
fresh way. Show your hands. All right, that'll do fine. That'll be right now. We'll do the same music we did for Change Girl Bridges last month. Let's see, we'll do Art Thou Weary, Art Thou Languid. This is a question, ladies and gentlemen. Make it talk. Ready.
Oh, George, can you come down a minute?
Yes, Pa.
Make yourself comfortable, George. I'll only give you a minute. George, how old are you?
I'm 16, almost 17.
What do you want to do after school's over?
Well, you know, Pa. I want to be a farmer on Uncle Luke's farm.
Yeah. You'll be willing, will you? Get up early. Bill can feed the stock, and you'll be able to hoe and hail.
Sure, I will. What do you mean, Pa?
Well, George, while I was in my office today, I heard a funny sound. What do you think it was? It was your mother chopping wood.
Well, I mean,
No. There you see your mother. Getting up early, cooking meals all day long, washing and ironing. And still she has to go out to the backyard and chop wood. Suppose she just got tired of asking. She just gave up. Decided it was easier to do it herself. You eat her meals and you put on the clothes she keeps nice for you. And you run off and you play that baseball. Like she's some hired girl we keep around the house that we don't like very much. But hey, I knew all I had to do was call your attention to it. Here's your handkerchief, son. George, I've decided to raise your spending money 25 cents a week. Not, of course, for chopping wood for your mother. Because that's a present you give her. But because you're getting older, and I imagine there are lots of things you must find to do with it.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's see. Tomorrow's your payday. You can count on it. Probably Rebecca will feel she ought to have some more too, huh? Wonder what could have happened to your mother. Choir practice was never as late as this before.
It's only 8:30, Pa.
I don't know why she's in that old choir. She hasn't any more voice than an old crow. Traipsing around the street at this hour of night. Just about time we retired, don't you think?
Yes, Pa.
Oh, Myrtle Web, would you look at that moon. Potato weather for sure.
Naturally. I didn't want to say a word in front of those others, but now that we're alone, really, that was the worst scandal that was ever in this town.
What?
Simon Stimson.
Oh, now Luella.
But Julia, to keep the organist of a church, drink and drunk, year after year. You know he was drunk tonight?
Now, Luella, we all know about Mr. Stimson and the troubles he's been through, and Dr. Ferguson knows too. And if Dr. Ferguson knows and keeps him in his job, then the only thing the rest of us can do is just not to notice it.
Not to notice it, but it's getting worse.
No, it isn't, Luella. It's getting better. I've been in the choir twice as long as you have, and it doesn't happen anywhere near as often. I just hate to go to bed on a night like this. Ah, the children will be up talking till all hours. I better hurry. Good night, Luella.
Good. Can you get home safe, Luella?
It's as bright as day. I can see Mr. Soames scowling at the window now. You think we've been to a dance the way men folks carry on?
Well, we had a real nice time.
You're late enough.
Oh, Frank, it ain't any later than usual.
And you stopping at the corner to gossip with a lot of hens.
Don't be grouchy. Come outside, smell the heliotrope with me in the moonlight. Come on. Isn't that wonderful? Well, what did you do all the time that I was away?
Oh, I read as usual. And what were the girls gossiping about tonight?
Oh, Frank, believe me, there is something to gossip about.
Ah, yeah? Simon Stimson far gone, was he?
Worst I've ever seen him. How'll that end, Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
You know, I guess I know more about Simon Stimson's affairs than anyone in this town. Ooh. Look at you.
Some people ain't made for small town life. I don't know how that'll end, but there's nothing we can do but just leave it alone. Let's get in.
No, not yet, Frank. I'm worried about you.
What you worried about?
I think it's my duty to make plans for you to get a real rest and change. And if I get that legacy, I'm going to insist on it.
Now, Julia, there is no sense of going over that again.
Frank, you're just unreasonable.
Come on, Julia, it's getting late. First thing you know, you'll catch a cold. I had a word with George tonight. I reckon you'll have your good shot for a while anyway. No, start getting upstairs.
It seems to me like there's always so much to pick up. You know, Frank, Mrs. Fairchild locks her front door every night. All those people of that part of town do.
They're all getting citified. That's the trouble with them. They haven't got nothing fit to burgle, and everybody knows it.
Get up, Rebecca. There's only room for one at this window? You're always spoiling everything.
Well, let me look, just for a minute.
Use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, do you know what I think? Do you? I think maybe the moon's getting nearer and nearer, and there'll be a big explosion.
Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon were getting nearer, the guys that stay up all night with telescopes would see it first and they'd tell about it. And it'd be all in the newspapers.
George, is the moon shining on South America, Canada, and half the whole world?
Well, probably is.
9:30. Most of the lights are out. No, there's Constable Warren checking out doors on Main Street. And here comes Editor Webb, after putting his newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bill.
Hey, Mr. Webb?
Want to move?
Yep.
All quiet tonight?
Simon Stimson's rolling around. Just sounds like we went out to hunt for him, so I looked the other way. There he is now.
Good evening, Simon. The town seems to have settled down for the night pretty well. Yes, good evening. The town's settled down. I think you and I need to do the same. Can I walk along the ways with you? Good night.
Oh, it's gonna end, Mr. Webb.
He's seen a heck of trouble. One thing after another. Say, Bill, you ever see my son smoking cigarettes? Have a talk with him. He thinks a lot of you, Bill.
I don't think he smokes no cigarettes, Mr. Webb. At least not more than 2 or 3 a year.
I hope not. Good night, Bill.
Good night, Mr. Webb.
Who's that up there? Is that you, Myrtle?
No, it's me, Papa.
Why aren't you in bed?
I don't know. I can't sleep. The moonlight's so wonderful, and the smell of Miss Gibbs' heliotrope. Do you smell it?
Yes. Haven't any troubles on your mind, have you, Emily?
Oh, troubles, Papa? No.
Well, you enjoy yourself, but don't let Mother catch you. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Papa.
I never got to tell you about that letter Jane Crowfoot got from her minister when she was sick. She wrote Jane a letter, and on the envelope, the address was like this: Jane Crowfoot, the Crowfoot Farm, Grover's Quarters, Sutton County, New Hampshire, the United States of America.
Well, what's funny about that?
But listen, it's not finished. The United States of America, the Western Hemisphere, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, the mind of God. That's what it said on the envelope.
What do you know?
And the postman bought it just the same.
What do you know?
That's the end of Act 1, friends. You can smoke now. Those who smoke. 10 minutes intermission.